Enjoying our successes is not about complacency, it's about acknowledging your hard work, what you have already achieved, and recharging for future challenges. Hi, everyone. This is your favorite perfectionism expert here today, and we are going to dig deeper into a topic that I know that resonates with so many of you out there. Why we perfectionists struggle to enjoy our successes. And we are going to have a full agenda today. We are going to talk about the perfectionist dilemma, the 3 reasons why we cannot enjoy our successes, but also the 3 strategies in order to reclaim our joy. Let's start with understanding more about what happens and we don't enjoy our successes. We don't even celebrate them. We don't feel joy. That's what I hear very often. When I ask perfectionists, and specifically burned out perfectionists, when was the last time you felt happy? They don't know when was the last time. They have to look really way back in their past to find a happy moment. And that's what happens. Let me talk to you about Peter. Peter was a high-flying marketing executive and who just landed a major client for his company. It was a major win, right? It sounds fantastic. But instead of celebrating, Peter was already worried and already stressing about the next pitch, about the next client, but also about the next step with that client. Sounds familiar? If you're nodding along, you're not alone. This is the perfectionist dilemma. On the one hand, you really crave for success. Your whole life is about the next success and the next goal. And at the same time, we forget to appreciate how far we have become. And immediately when we reach that level of success, we dismiss it and we look for the next goal. That's a dilemma. We really want something bad. When we have it, it means nothing. So ask yourself first, when was the last time you truly celebrated your achievement? So why can't we enjoy our successes? 3 reasons. First of all, it's what we call the moving goalpost syndrome. We're always shifting our definition of success. Remember Peter, as I said? He landed a big client, but immediately he moved his goal to the next big pitch. It's like running on a hamster wheel. It's like running and never reaching a point because there's always something next, something more. And the finish line keeps moving further away. The second reason, and I think that must resonate with many of you, is the comparison trap. In this hyper-connected world that we are living, we're constantly bombarded with other people's successes. And sometimes this works as a motivator and an inspiration. You know, you see somebody and you're like, oh my God, I want to do that as well. I want to achieve that as well. However, sometimes it backfires. For Peter, he sees his colleagues' LinkedIn updates about their wins. And do you know what he thinks? Yeah, they are already doing way better than me. I shouldn't be celebrating. First, I have to reach that level of success, and then I can celebrate. Why can I not be that successful? Why am I going so slowly? What is wrong with me? I should be doing more. So immediately when he sees his friends and colleagues' profiles and updates, he compares himself with them. And he finds himself insignificant. His success is insignificant. He already dismisses. He forgets what he has achieved so far. So, of course, when we think about it logically, we know that we are seeing all these highlight reels, but we don't see the behind the scenes struggles. But that's something that we think only when we are on our more logical and rational mode, not when we are comparing ourselves with others and we feel scared and intimidated. The third reason, and I'm sure many of you have thought about that, is the fear of complacency. Many perfectionists, they think that if they enjoy their successes, they will lose their edge. They will stop working. They will stop progressing. So Peter worries that if he celebrates his win, he might not work as hard on the next project. I will become lazy. I will stop trying. I will sit back and enjoy my wins and not care anymore. But the truth is that acknowledging your success doesn't mean you're settling. That's the thing. Acknowledging your success makes you actually feel more inspired by yourself, more motivated. It's actually the opposite. Let's pause for a moment. Think about your last win, your last big win. Think about it. How did you feel? Did you allow yourself to enjoy it? Or did you immediately focus on the next big challenge? How was that? Or was it a mix? Like one part of you wanted to enjoy it, but another part of you said, okay, it's too soon for that. Let's wait for the next one. Now that we understood a little bit of the why, and we said about the moving goalpost syndrome, the comparison trap, and the fear of complacency, let's talk solutions. Let's see how we can change it. What are the strategies that we can use in order to break this cycle? Let me tell you something very practical. The milestone markdown method, which means that break down your big goals into smaller and celebratable milestones. Small steps. Like if you're talking about client, in the case of Peter, we're talking about client acquisition process, right? And you think that I'm going to celebrate when I have this big client or when I have 5 of these big clients. However, now we're breaking down into smaller and celebratable milestones. Did you land a meeting? Win. Did you get a callback? Win. So that's already, the breakdown already creates moments of celebration. This way, you're not celebrating only the end result, which might not be as successful as you might think, right? But you're celebrating the entire journey. Do you see how we create opportunities for joy in our lives? That's the point of it. We are working and we are achieving in order to feel happy, not just for the sake of achieving. So we are creating opportunities for joy. Every little step is an opportunity. But what are we going to do in these opportunities and, landing a meeting and getting a callback? That's step number 2, strategy number 2. Having a celebration ritual. Think about it. What do you want to do? How do you want to celebrate? How do you want to acknowledge your achievements? It doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be a party. It doesn't have to be a gala, or fireworks. Let's not over exaggerate. Maybe take yourself out for a coffee. Maybe allow yourself to have lunch, not at home or not, at the usual place you have lunch, but maybe somewhere special. After a successful client meeting. It's a small act, but it trains your brain to associate success with positive feelings, not success with stress, but success with positive feelings. This is how we're changing, rewiring our brain. And the third strategy, which is a very powerful strategy, is shift your focus from what's next to what you have already accomplished. This is what we call the gratitude reframe. Start looking not only to what you need to achieve, what is coming up, but also what has already happened. Let's stop dismissing that. This is important. All this effort you put, all this sweat, blood, and tears you put is worth remembering very often, not only once. What Peter did, he started every morning by writing down 3 things that he is grateful for in his career. It might sound simple. It might sound, okay, what's the point of it? But this simple act helped him appreciate his progress. He was not so harsh on himself when he experienced a failure or a setback or a moment of indecision. He was not so harsh on himself because he had already in his conscious mind the fact that he has done already enough. And he had that in his conscious mind because of this daily practice of acknowledging what he has achieved. And sometimes it was not about achievements and tangible results, achievements. Sometimes he was grateful that he had a great team by his side. Sometimes he was grateful. I remember him sharing with me his journaling, and he said that he was grateful that a situation didn't escalate to worse. So sometimes we're not only celebrating things moving forward, but sometimes we celebrate that it didn't go worse, it didn't go backwards. He became even more creative, and he embraced his experience, work and life experience, in a more holistic way. He was not only looking for tangible results, and that made him feel even happier instead of constantly chasing the next big thing. Which of these strategies, the gratitude reframe, the celebration ritual, the milestone markdown method, which of these strategies resonate with you the most? How can you implement that in your life starting today? Which one you would like to give it a chance? Remember, enjoying our successes is not about complacency, it's about acknowledging your hard work, what you have already achieved, and recharging for future challenges. It's okay to pause and say, I did it. I'm proud of myself. It's really okay. That doesn't make you arrogant. That doesn't make you lazy. That doesn't make you complacent. That doesn't make you any of these. So let's make a pact. The next time you achieve something, big or small, take a moment to celebrate. Share your wins in your comments below. Let's start with today. Share your wins today. Let's start practicing right now. Call somebody, share that with them, somebody who will be supportive. Share that small win, and share with them also the new deal you made with yourself, that you're going to celebrate small wins from now on. So if you're struggling with perfectionism and you want even more personalized strategies, talk to me. Send me a message. Let's work together. Don't forget also to check my resources in the description. There's a resource there. There's a guide, how much of a perfectionist you are. And remember, you are already doing great. Your worth is not tied to your achievements. Your identity is not tied to your achievements. You're way more than your results. Until next time, take good care of yourself.